Hello friends, I am Dr. Ranjeeta, Faculty of Environmental Science, Jagannath University, Jaipur. Today I will discuss about the air pollution. Basically, it is a major type of pollution. Air pollution which relates the pollution or contamination in our air. If we talk about the air, it comprises or it composes various types of gases like nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, helium, krypton, neon, various types of as per their concentration basis. Some are found in a larger concentration and some are in smaller or traces amount. So basically, if we found air pollution is a large and big problem nowadays, we are facing a lot of problem related with the air pollution. So first we know about what is the meaning of air pollution. So basically it introduces of various type of chemicals, particulate matters which can be known as suspended particulate matter SPM, or other biological material which can cause or harm our health or human beings or other living organisms and can cause damage to the natural environment. So it also affects the atmosphere. So basically it identifies the causes or various types of dangers by the WHO, and nowadays we are facing the lot of problems relates with the air pollution in overall world. So when we discuss about the types of air pollution, it can be various types. If we talk about the outdoor air pollution, which is a major part of air pollution, like smoke. Smoke is a comprise two types of word. Basically it is a secondary type of pollutants. So it can consist basically from smoke and fog. So during the winter season, smoke can produce, and this is a secondary type of pollutants. Now we all are known about the acid rain. Basically it is a part of rain where the two types of acids are formed due to the oxides of sulfur and oxides of nitrogen. So due to the oxides of sulfur, when it combines with water, it makes sulfuric acid, and oxides of nitrogen basically combines with water makes nitric acid, and large amount in nitric acid and small amount in nitrous acids also. So basically this sulfuric acid and nitric acid, when it comes on earth in form of precipitation or in form of rain, they are known as acid rain, and it further affects our overall environment, not only on human health or animal health or plant health. It can also affect or damage our monuments, structures, buildings, and our soil fertility also. Now if we talk about the greenhouse effect, basically greenhouse effect is a kind of natural process of our earth, but when it reacts or it affects on the excess of greenhouse gases. Now first the question is arise from this part, greenhouse effect. What are the types of greenhouse gases? So some gases which are covered our earth, just like a blanket. These gases are known as greenhouse gases, and the example of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, oxides of nitrogen, CFC, ozone, and water vapors. So these all are greenhouse gases, and these gases covered our earth as a blanket. But when the ultraviolet radiations comes on earth, these greenhouse gases absorb these ultraviolet radiations, and due to this the temperature of our earth rises slowly. But when we found the greenhouse gases concentration rise day by day due to the human induced activity, the excess of UV radiations are come on earth and they are absorbing the excess of UV radiations, and also they are absorbing just in form of IR radiation, that means infrared radiations. So both of the presence of UV radiations and infrared radiations are global or globe or our earth. Basically temperature rise gradually increasingly. That means it affects the temperature of an earth, and it basically known as global warming. So that means greenhouse effect is a kind of natural phenomenon of earth, but due to the side effect of greenhouse, our earth are basically affect from the process of global warming. Now if we talk about the ozone depletion, basic source of ozone depletion, basically we know about the ozonosphere, which is a part of our stratospheric layer, and it protect our health, we can just say health, from the UV radiations. But due to the excess use of CFC, that is chlorofluorocarbon, lot of ultraviolet radiations comes on earth and it affect on human health, like we are facing so many kind of skin problems, cancers problem, eyes problems. That means ozone depletion are basically rising due to the maximum use of CFCs. So there are lot of things which are relates or outdoor pollutions. Similarly, we can talk also about the indoor air pollution. Just we can say air pollution not only in the outside area, air pollution is inside of the area. That means cooking and heating appliances, we are using LPG gases, microwaves, all these are a part of air pollution. Tobacco smoking is a part of indoor air pollution. Cleaning chemicals, if we are using some kinds of sprays, then all outs, so air refresheners, all are basically relates with the chemicals, so they are basically generate the indoor air pollution. And germs and bacteria also, because they affect some respiratory problems for basically asthmatic or bronchitis affected persons also. So these are related with the indoor air pollution. Now if we discuss about the type of pollution, what are the major sources which are responsible for the air pollution? So some major causes, like if we talk about some natural sources like smokes that comes from the natural fires, forest fires. These are some natural sources like volcanoes and methane gas which can generate from the marshy areas, or dust particles. These all are basically natural sources. But if we talk about the man-made sources or human sources, like thermal power plants which are based on coal burning processes, where we can just generate the electricity from the coal. So thermal power plants are the major source for production of various types of harmful gases. Now automobile exhaust, including the nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, various concentration of carbon dioxide gases, carbon monoxide also, then burning of fossil fuels, and some mining activities also generate the air pollutants also, including dust particles, and nuclear explosions also. So there are the basic major sources of the air pollutions in form of human areas or human sources. And when we see all the sources are basically exhaust a large concentration of air pollutants, so they will affect definitely on various types of organisms like human health, animal health, plants, overall environment also. So now which type of effects basically generate from the air pollution? So in this picture we can see the major environmental problems due to the air pollution. Like first we can say about the acid rain. As we discussed earlier, acid rain basically generate due to the oxides of sulfur and oxides of nitrogen, HNO3 and H2SO4. Both the acids will form after the combination of reactions, and they will basically comes on earth as in form of acid rain. Like greenhouse effect and global warming, so all the basically radiations, UV radiations comes on earth and they affect on earth or globe temperature, and further they affect on our ice glaciers, because due to the melting of ice glaciers we are facing sea level rises, the various types of mosquitoes and heat disease resistant species are generated nowadays, and productivity also affects, fertility also affect. So there are lot of problems which are generating nowadays due to the air pollution. Now some another effects which relates with the human health or diseases, like we have already discussed about the acid rain and haze. This is a kind of basically dust from the flower species, wildlife, forest fires, ozone depletion we have already discussed, crop and forest damages, global climate changes areas. Then some other impacts like climate system we are facing, human health, like respiratory problems are maximum generated due to the air pollution. Basically it's related with the breathing system, so it affects on lungs also, human lungs also, so it affects the health. Then due to the health we can also see the correlation with the economy of our country. They affect on environment as like global warming or acid rain and ozone depletion, also effect on ecosystem. Forestry it will affect because due to the productivity it affects agriculture also. Now basically as we are discussing about the human health effect, which type of diseases usually generate? Eye irritation, nasal irritation, shortness of breath, and basically related with the lung diseases, lung cancers, asthma, bronchitis also. Then which kind of steps we can follow up, like how we can control the air pollution? So basically some steps which have been taken by the government, like air quality standards prescribed by the NSPS or NOx, NAQS. Then some regulations, some quality standards monitoring day by day. Then some dependency on other type of fuel resources, like not only the gaseous like petrol or diesel, we can just use CNG and LPG and ethanol blended also, so we can use some cleaner fuels. And the lot of standards we can, like BS 4th and BS 5th 6th also we can use as per their standards. Motor Vehicle Act also just helps in control the air pollution. Then some waste management methods we can just reduce some kinds of air pollution technologies, and lot of air pollution controlling equipments we can use in the all industries, like gaseous control we can use some methods, biofiltrations and adsorptions technologies. And for the particulate pollutant we can use some gravitational settling chambers, then scrubbers we can use, cyclone. So there are a lot of equipments where we can use in the air pollution based industries. That means those industries which are regularly generate the various types of toxic gases. So we can just implement these types of equipments. So after the implementation of these things, and first thing we have to use more plantation, afforestation or plantation program. So by these methods we can control a little bit amount of air pollutions. Thank you.